Hey, welcome. All right, thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab, doing what I do for you. Feeling good this morning, so I hope the message is good also. Let's do it. Writers in 25 rules led by storyteller, story with a message in the story for life lessons that hopefully working for you. You tune in and receiving them. I'm trying to keep on giving them. Let's do it. Right Thinker's mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right Thinker's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission. I'm on it. Your job is to get it, understand it, so that you can know thyself for thyself. The question is always out there, and it's the type of people that's under the impression and really out there not knowing certain things. So you should get to know at least yourself. Know thyself is the question. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. That's what I like about you. I can teach you. You're teachable. That's why I do what I do. Teach you. A person who knows not and believe that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. I recommend that you too. A person who knows but knows not that they know is just asleep. I can awaken them spiritually with knowledge of self. I'm the human alarm clock. That's what I do. Wake you up to you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers. Know thyself. Always to my eye. Be true. Today, let's talk about something, and I'm starting to see more and more. Right thinkers, let's talk about being a spiritual warrior. Yeah, I done seen spiritual gangsters. I done seen a whole bunch of them. But a warrior, it's a little different breed, the type of God fearing man. So let's talk about that. Being a spiritual warrior. Are you? I tell you, I work for my higher self, aka God. I bring the ignorant to Him by any means necessary. Okay, understand that. I'll be like Paul. Whatever I need to be to get you to know Him for yourself, I'm going to do that. Understand it. All right. I know, spirituality is useless without what? Spiritual knowledge, aka right thinking philosophy gives you spiritual knowledge. I'm an enlightened being. No brag, just I put the work in to become who I am. So I choose to teach others to know themselves. That's a choice. I do this by choice. I used to use ignorant people to my benefit, to do my bidding, so to speak. Back when I was manipulating and deceitful, and I would use people to do what I need them to do for me. Okay, but luckily, all that thing I did to them people, the only person who paid the price of no consequences was me. So I paid the dues for everything I used. I'm for what's right. At this point in my life, I will fight what's wrong. I'm not going to let what's wrong go on. No, I don't co-sign none of that nonsense. So if you're doing wrong and thinking I'm going to be with it, you're wrong. I ain't a snitch. I ain't no none of that nonsense. But my man, I'm not co-signing wrong act. Simple as that. Let's go. You know yourself, and you should know your higher self, aka God. They are synonymous. That's what I teach. I'm a God worshiping, God praising man at this point in my life. That's why I call myself a spiritualist. Yeah, I'm serving my higher self. I live in a whole nother level. I tell people, if you want to deal with that lower level, I don't do that no more. I don't raise my conscious level, and my lifestyle is a spiritual. So I live on the next level up. Okay, not down here. I want everybody to understand living spiritual just means you're doing the right thing. Don't mean you're no better than nobody else. That's all. I claim being a spiritualist again, aka an enlightened being. I just live right. What's right for me can be different to what's right for you. So everybody has the choice to do what they think is best for them. I'm just trying to help you out with letting you know how I do it. You can choose right thinking philosophy, you can choose Christianity, you can choose whatever you want. But if you're gonna better yourself, you gotta choose something. You gotta do something also. So they just say, even if you praying and doing nothing with the prayer, you get nothing. Learn yourself, learn how to be yourself, doing the right thing, you get rewarded. Take your pick. All right. I know the power of being spiritually enlightened. That's what I use to do what I do. The work you have to put in to gain spiritual mastery of self is not easy and it's not for everybody. This is why the pyramid started. There's a whole bunch of people that start out. It ain't much room at the top, okay? Christ was the capstone. He claimed to be okay. Well, I ain't going there, but yeah, when you become the best you can be, that's reaching the top. If you fall short, that's where you're gonna end up at. Not at the top. So be your best, do your best, and that's how you end up at the top for yourself. We all, watch this, we all have the ability to become spiritual warriors. It's a choice. I enjoy the army. But if anybody came invade and man, I'm fighting, sign me up. But I'm not going, no. But no, I ain't got no problem getting in the fray. You understand that? So yeah, just because I didn't cross that line, I respect that. Well, he did, and I always give thanks. But if the stuff hit the fan here, count me in. You gotta worry about it. Man, listen, I love to fight. So no, but those things have changed. Here you go. I'm pure spirit. I'm a pure spiritual being having a human experience. See, I'm getting a little excited. I gotta calm it down. Because this is the point I'm trying to drive home. I know I'm pure spirit. Why? From studying and living and understanding spiritual truths, you can know yourself. But the work you gotta put in, a lot of people may not want to do that. But guess what? We all was given what? Free will. What you do with it is your choice. That's what free will is. If you choose not to follow right thinking philosophy, that's a choice. If you choose to follow right thinking philosophy, again, same choice. So whatever you do, you got to be the decision maker. You are in the middle. You swing the balance, the pendulum, any way you like. Simple as that. Remember, there's consequences, all right? I live my own spiritual philosophical lifestyle, aka right thinking philosophy. I call it right living. Nothing special, just doing the right thing, treating people the way you want to be treated, doing the things that you know is right. That ain't special, but it ain't easy either. So for those who do it, that's you will be rewarded. I am every day. So that's another issue. All right, so if you ask me why I do this, I'm going to tell you because I get rewarded every day. P-Funk, my name. I took it, I make it, I'm living it. Why? It means pure spirit. Funk means real. So I'm real, pure spirit. Having a human experience. And I'm loving it now. Why? Because I done mastered this thing and I done figured some things out. When you are emotional, your roller coaster, your life is like a roller coaster, up and down. It's never ending. You just. But when you become spiritual enlightened and you become a master of self, it smooth them humps out to where they get like this now. And the humps is just smooth sailing conceptually. That's what you want. You want your life to be smooth, not herky jerky. But you again make your decision. You control that. God is spirit. Spiritual warriors are God workers, servants, sage, priests, gurus. We all try to get others to know what we know from what we experience and what we study to learn. So we pass it along. I'm doing this to help others. I do what I do for you. Next one. Here we go. Good segue. I'm a teacher of spiritual truths. I take that title That's what that means. I spent over 30 years perfecting and learning my spiritual truths and concepts. I pretty think I got it pretty much nailed where I can help others and they can advance with my tutelage and my knowledge. Why? I'm seeing it work for my students. I now have physical proof that right thinking philosophy where life works. Why? I ain't the only one doing it. I got other students and they're doing it and I'm seeing progress. That's why I'm on all, excuse me, I am on I'm on my way to bring ignorant. All I want to do is bring ignorant people to knowledge. Serve them something that they can have, use, and enjoy and prosper. I'm feeding the ignorant knowledge, spiritual truth, not whatever else, but I got spiritual truth that I know work. That's what I'm saying. I call myself master teacher of spiritual truths, aka right thinking philosophy master. Why? Because I have mastered a concept, just a concept. And over the period of time, I've come to master and use it. I call it spiritual gumbo. Why? Because it got a whole bunch of stuff in it. And if you use it, hopefully it tastes good and it works for you. That's my concept. All right. Spiritual mastery is self-mastery. I know both concepts. I know religion. I understand religion. I know ancient Egyptian concepts. I live and practice and teach Egyptian concepts. I practice religion with my church family every week. I'm learning. I say I'm a master of religion. I'm a master of biblical concepts at all. Know nothing about the Bible. That's why I learn it. I've already learned right thinking. That's why I teach it and live it. Okay, understand that. Let me wrap this thing up. Appreciate you tuning in. I will teach what's right thinking. I will fight for my spiritual right to do that. If I'm telling the truth and you got a problem with me telling the truth, we're going to have a problem because I'm going to do that. Let's go. Last one. Right thinking is what you learn and use to your best ability to get the best out of yourself. You need to have a plan. You need to have some strategy. You need to have a formula, a process that you can follow to get you there. The rest is going to be on you. I just lay it out there for you. Right thinking is what? Self-discovery. Again, knowing thyself with what? Spiritual knowledge. I don't give you other knowledge. Spiritual. Why? That's what's real and that's who you are. Know who you are. That's what makes you get you to understand you know thyself. Why? Through spiritual knowledge. Not to just praying and hoping and wishing and believing. No, you got to live your lessons so you can learn them, experience them, and that's how you become spiritually enlightened. It's the path that you walk once you become spiritually enlightened. It don't stop at just because you're spiritually enlightened, like because you come Christ enlightened. You have to keep doing work. Like my man from Streets to Christ, he putting in the work, okay? So that's how it's done. If you can live it, you can preach it. If you know it, you can teach it. Right thinking is my way of life. You can learn it for yourself. If you choose to, I'll teach you, I'll show you. That's why I do what I do for you. So you can have an opportunity to do that also. Right thinking is getting to know God for yourself. I'm not going to preach to you about God. I'm going to teach you how to get to God, how to know God, and why you should do these things. And you'll benefit once you figure it out for yourself. You'll do it. Why? That's what I'm trying to get you to do for yourself. I ain't doing it for you. I'm doing it for myself. I do what I do for you, so you can do it for yourself. All right, I'm wrapping this up. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Right thinking will help you what? Become a spiritual warrior. Because when you get strong in the faith and you get knowledge of self, you want to do something for others. That's right thinking philosophy also. I'll be back. I got more.